to lose like that, it's painful. It hurts. So you play 16 minutes of the game, and throughout the game, and I put the ball in harm's way too often, and it shouldn't have come down to one play. And I take this very personally, and the 2 interceptions can happen. You can't expect to win after turning the ball over, and it sucks going into the bye week because it's going to be the only thing on our mind for the next week and a half, 2 weeks. But I think it's also a good thing. It makes us hungry. You're not going to win every game, but to lose this one, how we did, it hurts. But at the same time, it's fuel on the fire.
Josh, can you, as everything you said, obviously, what you are accountable for as usual, but you did throw, that was a next level throw to Stefan to seemingly win it all. How are you're on the sideline after that now, in your mind, what level of confidence did you have that you got it done despite all what you overcame?
I have extreme amount of confidence in our defense, and just tell them close the game out. And unfortunately, it comes down to one play. It's the game of football. It happens. But like I said, if I do my job better throughout the game, it doesn't come down to that one play.
Thank you, Josh.
Hey, Josh, Heather Prusak here. You kind of touched on it a little bit, but just how tough is it to, you guys don't have a game next week to try to bounce back, and you've got to sit on this now during the bye week?
Yeah, like I said, it's tough having a week off and knowing like this is the last time you've played or you're going to play for the next week or 2 weeks, really. But, a lot of good things to learn from on this tape. I think offensively in that third quarter, we stalled a little bit, and we got to find ways to get going a little better. Too many punts. Like I said, two turnovers, and we can't do that. The first half, we had a pretty good thing going, moving the ball and putting some field goals up. And, again, at third quarter, late third quarter, early fourth quarter, we got to be better and find ways to move the ball, and, that's on me.
What is it about the third quarter of games? Because it seems like that's kind of been, this team's Achilles heel, especially this season.
If I knew, I think it'd be better. But, it's just game plan adjustments the defense is making. And, we got to find ways to figure it out faster. And it's myself and going and talking with the quarterbacks and Coach Dorsey on the sideline and figure out what they're trying to do. So, I can have a better sense of what to do and how to get into our answers. I hate losing. I take things very personally. I could have been better for the team tonight, and it shouldn't have happened. It couldn't. The last play, like I said.
Thanks, Josh. Appreciate it.
Hey, Josh, I was going to ask you, it's Adam Bonini. I was going to ask you about the third quarter situation, but since Heather touched on that, I will ask you just kind of in general, looking back at kind of the week that was and how you were able to focus last week against Seattle after the passing of your grandmother. I'm sure the very uplifting aspect of the fans contributing in the form of the donations. I guess describe this week and maybe the emotional roller coaster it had to be for you heading into this game today.
I didn't really let it bother me or affect me too much. There was a couple interviews, couple stories, but I felt pretty locked in and focused on the task at hand. We had a good week of practice, and again, we had our opportunities throughout the game, and shoulda, coulda, woulda, and you hate those types of games. Especially going into a bye week like this. But again, I can't give two turnovers to the other team and expect to win, But it's just one of those games. They made one more play than we did.
All right, Josh. Thank you.
Hi, Josh. This is Jordan LaBarber with Bills.com. Tyler Bass had maybe a career day today. What can you say about the way I guess he's improved, and how much confidence do you have in him right now?
We have an extreme amount of confidence, and he's got the leg, got a crazy big leg, and he's a young guy. And I know early on things weren't going his way, but he's turned it around, and we all have faith in him. And He had I think 250-plus field goals today, which is awesome, for a rookie to go out there and do that, and he's only going to get better. So it's extremely promising. He's a great dude. On top of that, the guys in the locker room love him, and we got his back no matter what.
Hey Josh, Matt here. I came in late, so sorry if you touched on this already, but I was just wondering, what did Arizona's defense do that, what did they do well today against you from your perspective? I know you have to look at the tape, but, it seemed like at times it was tough to move the ball. What do you think they did well?
I think they did a good job of disguising some things and bringing different types of pressures. They got to me a couple times, and I got to be better with finding out what they're doing and going out there and executing the play call. So, again, like you said, we'll watch the tape. I know we didn't get our rushing game going too much, and so that's something that we obviously would love to do. And we'll look at it and we'll figure out what we can do to best move forward and go from there.
Thanks, Josh.
Hey, Josh, can you hear me?
Yep, I got you.
You mentioned it. This is obviously, it stings even more going into the bye week. It kind of reminds me of, you saying after the Houston game last year that the most frustrating part of that loss was not being able to immediately go out and make up for it the next week. I guess, how did you handle that long break in between games after that last major disappointment, and how can you apply that to what you do this bye week?
Yeah, again, we're not going to say the sky's falling. We had opportunities to win that game, and we gotta learn from this one, try to forget about it. And again, we got 2 weeks to prepare for our next opponent. So that's what we got to do. We got to watch this tomorrow. It's going to hurt, and we understand that, but we got to do our best job of putting it behind us and moving forward.
Gotcha. And like you said, the run game struggled to get off the ground today. I guess no pun intended. But where does Cole Beasley come into play? Where do those short passes to Cole come into play when you're having a tough time running the ball?
I don't know what Cole's stats were, but he was awesome today. He's very smart. He gets in the zones, and when they tend to bring pressure, he's kind of an outlet guy and just knows where to be and finds, like I said, finds zones. So I got to do a better job and ball placement and putting it on him. And like I said, too many times I put the ball in jeopardy today, and they scored off of one of the turnovers that gave them a little lead, and I can't do that.
Gotcha. Thanks, man. Travel safe.
Yeah. Thank you, Marcel.